Hey there, folks. Santee at the Arizona Ghost Raiders here. Yeah, different hat. Don't get alarmed. It's just what I have to use for work right now because it's about 125,000 degrees outside. But
Overactor! Shut up!
yeah, I got it. Myth versus reality. Towns. Interesting. Let's check it out. After watching a few current Western movies, I thought to myself, why do the towns look run down and unkempt? I get the idea that a town may have been around for 20 years, but in order for a business to thrive, it behooves them to keep an appearance of prosperity. That means when the paint fades or flakes off, then you repaint. If boards are rotten or warped, you replace them. In the 1957 movie Gunfight at the OK Corral, the town of Tombstone is filmed in two studios. Paramount up in California, and Old Tucson out here in Arizona. Paramount's Western Street was pretty spiffy looking, like the town had money. Well, that was right because it was a set for Virginia City in the TV show Bonanza. Parts of Old Tucson looked like a rougher southwestern town with weathered wood and crumbling adobe walls. So, when the Earps and Doc Holliday go down to the famous shootout, they start in sparkly Paramount and end up in rustic Old Tucson. Neither of these things are wrong individually, but together they're kind of odd. Tombstone was less than 3 years old when the famous gunfight happened, so it wouldn't have crumbling adobe ruins just a few feet from the fancy town. When Old Tucson was built for the 1940 movie Arizona, Tucson was represented as a rough adobe town in the territorial period. It had been a Spanish presidio for 100 years prior, so it would have some ruins here and there. Now, in the last few movies I've been a part of, the filmmakers feel it's necessary to add hay bales, crates, and barrels in front of all businesses. That's a movie thing to solidify your belief that it's a busy western town. However, that would be the equivalent today of putting one's trash in empty boxes out in front of the store. Researching photos from the era, we can see that they didn't appear to do that. Sure, you see barrels outside sometimes. Those were useful items. This train depot in Oklahoma filled them with water and put them on the roofs for fire suppression. Smart, because steam locomotives are a bit of a fire hazard. Along the same idea, placing merchandise outside of a hardware or mercantile during business hours was practiced, but it would be new, not rusted. As a consumer, why would I buy a rusty washboard? What I would like to see is towns with suggestions of success.
Pardon me.
Tent saloons being converted to full-blown permanent structures, or buildings being repainted. Maybe a saloon keeper taking a bunch of old bottles out to the designated town dump. And don't get me wrong, I'm not condemning movie sets, mind you. Heck, I work in one. I just want us all to be able to separate Hollywood from history. More importantly, we should enjoy both. Turning off a Western because something is inaccurate makes me sad because that means we aren't able to get past it and enjoy the movie for what it is. Now, there are a lot of Westerns coming in 2023. I hope at least one of them becomes a box office success and brings more attention to the Old West. Regardless, let's try and enjoy them, shall we? Well, folks, that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on down the trail. Gonna have to get some more of that.